Now, another weird thing is they always talking about Bigfoot. Bigfoot. I heard of Bigfoot ever since I've been grown, right? Now, why do they say, okay, when you're showing these programs, it's just the man in the suit? Because it is, right? It is a man in the suit, right? That is. You're not showing me a real picture of a Bigfoot, just some man walking around in a suit like he's Bigfoot, right? That's a man. That's a man. I see it. Yeah, I see it. Yes. Right. See? That's another theory from science. Science fiction, that is. All right. Science fiction. You're trying to find some kind of link. Also between land animals and sea animals. Right. Also, we have holes in our, you know, relationship to gorillas or chimpanzees, even though we're not closely related to the gorilla, the bigger ape, right? It's a chimpanzee. And it don't even look like us. Right. But it is a man in a monkey suit, right? You're doing what's called a simulation of the story of someone who said they saw the creature, right? Okay. But the funny thing is, right, no one has ever captured a, the creature in the first place, right? Where there's proof, right? That's a man in a suit. That's a man in a suit. Play Bigfoot, yes. Yes, or no. It is, or no. That's not the real Bigfoot. You're acting like it is, or no. Based on his story, right? Yeah, yeah, I know too, right? Now it's trying to grab for an axe, or I know. Trying to get into a door. And by the way it's described, why can't it get into your little thin door? There, I know. Is this another science fiction-y thing you're trying to make look real? I don't know, right? See, I understand why you're asking the question, right? Even the Native Americans claim there was a Sasquatch or something, right? I haven't seen it on the $6 million man. But come on, come on. Mm-hmm. I know. Now, also another thing is the footprints, right? Right, right. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. 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 Well, another thing is, can God make a Bigfoot type creature and then totally make it disappear? Mm-hmm. It depends on how submissive the creature is to God, right? If you understand, right? Now, of course, I saw Doctor Strange earlier today. Watched the whole movie. It was over 2 hours, I say, put it that way. Got there at noon, right? I know. Previews were usually over about a little after 12, 12 p.m., right? And the movie didn't get out till almost 2:30, 2:20, 2:30, right? And again, right? Now, you know what the Scarlet Witch is, right? Well, that's what it has to do with. And this girl who also can travel through the universes, right? See, that part they're kind of leaving out, right? So, the previews don't quite give you the idea of what's really going on, but this is what's really going on. Now, Wanda, in Doctor Strange's universe, right, had to kill Vision because of Thanos, right? And that's what WandaVision was all about. On Disney Plus, right? Which I've seen that too, right? Okay. So basically, it's how she's using the dark magic of a certain book, right, to get to this girl. And Doctor Strange is the one trying to save the girl from Wanda, right? That should clarify it for you, right? And he's trying to find a different book, right? One that's supposed to help you do good with magic, right? And she's using the black magic book, right? Black magic woman. I don't know what it is in that song, but okay. Would work for me, right? You got a black magic woman. By Santana, right? Don't put your spell on me, baby. Alright, so after that, I went to Cheddar's and had to wait 25 minutes, right? Or so. And I got the pot pie and the baked potato. And again, now, I got out of there about 3:30 though, an hour later, right? Right. But see, I try not to do anything, right, when I'm in public. See, if that's something talks to me, I try to keep to myself and just drink my food, right? Or drink my water, right? And I even had to stand against the wall because no one invited me to sit down and there wasn't a whole lot of room around, right? I know. Right. Now, there were 2 Asian girls there. But they were two. There were 2. Right. Now, both of them could be the dream girl, for instance, right? But I don't remember talking to either one, though I would glance over at them occasionally, right? But tried to, be chill, and wait for the drink. I drank my first water, but kind of slowly until they brought out the pot pie, and then they got me another water, right? Which I eat with the pot pie, right? And then I had a baked potato, I ate the baked potato last, right? And again, right? Like yesterday, I went to the Longhorn and was in there less than 30 minutes, right? Everything was cooked quick, right? Wham, bam, thank you, bam, right? Ain't did that in a while, right? Longhorn or eating out there that fast, right? But I went around 2, right? Reason being is there's the lunch crowd, which it goes from 11 to 2, right? Then there's the dinner crowd, which goes from 3 to time they close, right? That's the best time to go in there, eat, and out. And I was in there less than 20 minutes, right? They brought me the bread. I cut the bread up, ate the bread, right? I ordered the 8-ounce sirloin with mashed potatoes, right? And then I ate the sirloin first and then blended the mashed potatoes with the juices, right? And it had butter in it, right? And I was done within 20 minutes, right? Including ordering the food and eating the bread, right? And I had about 2 glasses of water, right? Right, right. I want a girlfriend though before I want a friend that's a man, right? That's why you're backwards, right? It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Nor Madam and Eve, nor Madam and Eve. Just easy, right? It just means I want a girlfriend though. Do you have a problem with that? Right. I know. And you don't listen. You don't listen. Well, like I said, they're not finding a bunch of tracks. What's weird is they find a footprint. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's weird. Not footprints. No, right. Don't sound like it the way they're talking about it, right? But a footprint, right? That's why people think it's fake. No. It don't make sense, right? No, it don't. You can't find a footprint of a creature that don't exist. You would find two. I know. Not one, not one. And you can take pictures of them, right? Right. Because if it walks upright, right, and not a scientific hoax, right, which you could have that too, right. I can even sometimes see that scientists don't make sense, right? Nor Christians, nor Jews, nor Muslims, right? They're trying to control their women too, right? If you gotta wear clothing, right, that only you do in your religion, and you don't question that, right? You're being made to wear that particular clothing, right? Not by God, but by men who will rape you instead, right? God don't teach men to rape women. The demon Satan does. And guess what? He's the Lord of the demons. He's the Lord of the demons. He's the first angel to fall. And yes, they're the fiery, right? Creatures from heaven, right? An outside world to our own, right? Whereas we can see the sun and the earth and the moon, right? We can't see their form, right? Or their reality, right? It's like what you would call the fourth dimension, right? Right. So you know about the three-dimensional universe, right? Which is the one we're in, right? But there's a fourth dimension, right? Mm-hmm. Mm, 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 mm. He has some kind of hole in his head. We don't know why, right? Mm, 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 mm. So this is now talking about abducted people and things like that, right? Because we're not helping each other, we're hurting each other, or we're jealous, right? Now, the only two women, right? Only two people I might could be with if they don't have boyfriends, right? And weren't on the job, right? Are the two Asian girls, right? I try not to ask, right, the staff to go into the bathroom with me or something, right? But I don't recall anything too odd happening And I don't know how long it takes Cheddar's to do their pot pie, right? Now, the banquet pot pie takes 40 minutes, right? Or 30 minutes, right? 32, somewhere in there, right? And it's just a small one, right? The one in the Publix is double the size and $10.29 plus tax, right? And tip, right? Now, I still get to sit down and drink the water and wait for the food and had a little crescent roll. Right, right. And that was fine too, right? And like I said, though, what I'm pointing out has nothing to do with the salon either, right? Because, see, there I'm aware I lost time, right? And it's the only one I lost time in, right? So I think the girl lied about being 37, it was really 15, and tried to blackmail me, you know? Because she knew I would like her, right? I don't know. But also, may have hit me over the head or something, right? Well, I might have told her afterwards, and she acted crazy about it afterwards, right? Why we could do it, and also why if she lied to me, not me, her, right? Because, see, whatever happened there, it took an hour out of my day. Not me aware I'm waiting, right? And then having to wait for the food next, right? And then eating the food in a timely manner, right? As well. Exactly. I know. Now, one girl's, though, skin color looked more like the girl of the dream, and the other girl's was a little lighter, you know. But her face looked more like the girl in the dream, and the other girl's face looked a little different, right? Right. Now, I saw a few attractive women, but again, I try not to stare, right? Even if I'm sitting across from you, right? And know you're there, I try not to stare, right? Right. Either, right? If it's a black girl, whatever girl, right? And mainly when I was coming in, a few Africans were coming in, right? I don't know. They were brought over to America, right? Against their will during slavery time, right? I know. But the problem is, if we give you restitution for all that, and we can't really do that, right? We then would be paying out our butt, right? Forever. In a way. But what we can do is work together, right? Get a just wage established that we can all live off of, right? No matter your skin color. No. Right. We all have a right to work, be disabled, right? If you can't work, right? And again, right, to be paid enough money to live off of. Because if you're paying me to do a job, but it's at a rate of pay so low, I can barely afford rent. I'm barely making $400 a month. Damn. Right. Now, when I was growing up, the minimum wage was $3.25. Multiply that times a 40 a week job, right? And you weren't making snot. Right. That's barely 120 a month, a week. I know. Now, luckily, I got on at Rogerwood where I was making about $5 an hour, right? Or Stafford or something like that, right? As a laborer, but again, right? Mm-hmm. 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 Now, there are witnesses who see Bigfoot, but it don't make sense with today's technology that they ain't caught it yet, dude. Right, right. And often when it does, it's grainy or something's off. Even with the damn footprints, right? If it's bipedal, how many footprints should you see? One or two? Two. Oddly, they're only finding one good footprint. That's the problem too, right? Okay, since the invention of cameras, right? Okay, and of course, dirt and mud, right? Right. Okay, is the only thing you can have a footprint in, right? But the thing is, even when a human being walks barefoot on the sand, right, at the beach, right, is that the same as walking through a forest? No, no, no. Anyway, what's on the forest floor? Grass or stuff like that. Right, right. Some kind of grass-like thing, material, right? Dude. Now, it is on a, kind of, it's not quite sand, but it is a plain, like, open area with more clay or some other type of floor. Right, right. The earth has a floor. Yes, it does. And a ceiling. And a ceiling. With an ozone layer at the top of the ceiling, right? I know. Right, right. Do you see what I mean? That right. All this is funny to me too, right? But I don't know if it's real. I'm not gonna put stock in it, right? I know. Cause it also sounds what? Bullshitty, right? Kind of crazy, right? And there's also science fiction, right? See, the thing about the UFOs and stuff like that, right? Is it's odd the way they're doing it, but cattle mutilation could also be another way to test the weapon at night where no one can see you, right? Right, right. Now, it seems that this weapon, though, kind of vaporized some of the skin, right? Burnt somehow the blood, right? But it didn't exactly totally obliterate the cattle either, right? Right, right. It kind of left evidence of it, right? Whatever kind of weapon it was, right? Now I'm thinking what weapon? Blaster or laser, right? Kind of like in Star Wars, right? But it seemed to remove some of the jaw, the blood, right? What can do that to a creature, right? And kind of precision, right? Like it was cut up, right? But it's the jaw itself, where that area is missing, right? Right, right. And it's kind of weird, right? if you've seen that too, right? Okay. Let's keep figuring out what we're doing here.